How can I be better with my hands? Hi, this is Martha, and I'm a sexologist with a doctorate in human sexuality, and I'm from Eros Coaching. When I get a question like how do I be good with my hands, you can naturally assume that the use of the hands is to be for playing with your partner. So you might want to use your hands to massage your partner's breast or their body or even with their genitals. And so when we talk about playing with different parts of the body with your hands, it's very important to realize that you first of all need to have good hands. And it means being comfortable with different kinds of pressure, different kinds of touch, whether it's long strokes, soft strokes, whether it's slow, whether it's fast, whether it's hard, whether it's soft. It's important to play with it. So if you don't have a partner, you can actually play with yourself. You can give yourself a massage. I know it's not the same. It's never going to be the same when you touch yourself, but you can imagine. You can imagine that you're touching somebody else. Or you can play with a pillow or a bolster or with an object with the intention of being more sensitive in your hands. You can play with different kinds of fabrics on your skin and also with your hands with pressure. So imagine how it would feel like if you were massaging, say, a balloon, and you will want to press the balloon without breaking the balloon. And it's probably the same if it's with like a stress ball or with some other squashy kind of thing, maybe like a doll. You don't want to put so much pressure on it that the material starts to tear. So we over time kind of know how to do it. And you can actually practice with different kinds of material. Another thing that you may want to imagine doing is playing with an animal. So somehow when we don't analyze it and we just massage an animal, say a dog or a cat, somehow we seem to know the right amount of pleasure because they are pretty good at giving us feedback. If they don't like something, they might scratch you or they might move aside because your touch doesn't feel nice. And so that's a pretty good way to practice if you have a pet or if you can play with a friend's pet and practice stroking the pet. And you pretty much get feedback without feeling all kinds of rejection feelings. So these are some ways you can get better with your hands. You can massage yourself. You can play with different kinds of fabric. You can play with pressure with different kinds of objects, such as a balloon or stress ball. You can also play with pets, and you can get feedback from that way. So practice enjoying the tactile feeling of different fabrics and materials on your hands, in your skin, because our fingers are just full of nerve endings as well. And over time, you can get better with your hands if you're at least interested, and then you start practicing. You can get better with time. And when you do give touch to someone, like a human being, you can always ask for feedback. It doesn't have to be sexual. It can be in the form of giving someone a shoulder massage. And over time, you start getting better at sensing what people like and being able to be comfortable with asking for and receiving feedback without going into self-blame or rejection. So just like anything, with practice, we can get better. So this is my answer to how you can be better with your hands. And this is Martha of Eros Coaching. If you have more questions, you can always drop me an email at ask@eroscoaching.com.